This definitely needs to be higher up, but it's okay. If you see some double chin, mind your own fucking business. I am going... Okay, look, it's actually so funny because... Let me talk. I'm making lunch and we are in a calorie deficit. So I'm going to make some salad and some tuna thingies. But what I was going to do was I was just going to eat pancakes because I'm on my period and I'm lazy and I don't feel like doing anything. But then I thought about the fact that I have to attend an event in about 2 to 3 weeks that, you know, I have to be skinny for. I have to be skinny or else I can't go. So after realizing that, I was like, okay, let me get the camera and let me record me making lunch and let me actually make lunch and like have it be something that is skinny queen shit. So that's what's happening right now. Now we are making food that is actually good for me and is gonna like nurture my body and like whatever. So what that is going to be... Damn it, bro. Maybe we should just have a tuna sandwich and call it a day because I deadass do not feel like fucking cooking anything. Ugh. I don't think I'm gonna eat, actually. We'll just wait. We'll just wait an hour until I get more desperate. Oh my god. No, we won't, because then it's gonna be even worse and I'm not gonna want to eat anything. Okay. Why is this so difficult? Like, why couldn't I have just been born skinny and nothing would fucking matter? This has 38 grams of carbs still and only 10 grams of protein. That's my protein pasta. I thought that shit was like actually good. I guess not. Don't trust anything you ever see. I think... I hate existing so much. I hate existing and I hate the fact that like I have to make food and I hate... Oh my god. I'm about to start crying. Because I just like... This is so stupid. I'm just... This could easily be solved by just me going to the gym. Easily. Anyways, we're already here, so I'm just gonna fucking make it. And it's honestly, it's not even that big of a deal to make. It is not that hard. Oh my god. It's not that hard at all. I'm literally having like one of the worst... I don't know. I think I need to take a break. I am going to be so vulnerable and so real with you guys. I did not want to post that clip at all. And I actually don't have any other footage from like that entire week actually. I'm still on my period. And it's like approaching almost 2 weeks that I've been bleeding. So it sucks, it's awful, it's horrible. But as you can tell in the clip, I got really frustrated. And then immediately after recording that, I dropped the tuna. Like, I was reaching to grab something on the top shelf and it fell right into my tuna. So tuna splattered everywhere and I literally just like threw the whole thing away and just didn't eat because I was like, this is too much. But I mean, that just goes to show like how easily overwhelmed I get when I'm on my period and how easily upset or how easily aggravated I am, I guess. Basically, like, my emotions were running really high and I don't even know what else to say. Thank you so much for joining me on this series, this documentary. I mean, it's been awesome. It is officially, like, what is today? It is day 37, I believe. So... I mean, I'm ready to do it all over again, to be honest. I started eating a lot better, and just like I thought, actually, no, because let me backtrack. So I was eating bad and I gained like 5 pounds, but in reality, that's just like 5 pounds of water weight and like a bunch of fibers and stuff. And so I've been eating very well and very clean. And so my weight has gone back down to 160, which is where I was at. That's my normal weight. So now we're going to be focusing on trying to lose 20 pounds. And I think by the end of January, we can get there. So my plan of attack is to be in a calorie deficit. So here's how you figure out how many calories you should be eating in a day. So you're going to go onto this website, this handy dandy little website called tdeecalculator.net, I'm pretty sure. And you'll put in all your information. It'll ask for like your age, your gender, your height, your weight. And then you can put in your body fat percentage if you know it. If you don't worry about it. And it'll pull up how many calories you need to eat in a day to maintain your weight. And then if you scroll down, you can click the cutting option. And so, okay, yeah. So let's go through some vocabulary. So cut and bulk are terms very often used in the gym community, whatever. And what it means is when you're cutting, you're trying to lose body fat. When you're bulking, you're trying to gain weight, specifically gaining muscle, but of course you also are gaining fat. And so the diet you have is different. In a bulk, you're gonna be eating in a surplus. In a cut, you're gonna be eating in a deficit. So if you go onto the website and you scroll down, you click on cutting, it'll show you how many calories you should be eating for a cut, and then it'll also break down the macros for the day. So it'll tell you how many grams of protein you should be getting and how many grams of carbs, how many grams of fats, all that good stuff. And then there's like a couple different options for you based on if you want to be more carb heavy or if you want more protein. So you go there, you put in all your info, and you'll get this beautiful number. Then what the next step is, you're going to need some way to track your calories. Whether you do that traditionally in a notebook, just literally writing down all the calories you've eaten for the day, or if you use an app, that's also awesome. I know Sam Sulik uses, I think it's called like Super Simply Stupid macro counters, or Stupid Simply, it's like super stupid, stupid simple, something like that. It's something like that. I just use MyFitnessPal because I've literally been on the app for fucking forever. It's actually insane. You go on the app, and MyFitnessPal is super easy to use. I prefer it. I think I've tried the Stupid Simply whatever. I've tried that one. I've tried Lose It, I think it's called. I've tried a couple different ones. I just really like the user interface of MyFitnessPal. I also think I'm just very familiar with it, so it's easy to use. Go ahead, if you're not already on MyFitnessPal, change your location to the UK. Even if you don't live in the UK, it actually genuinely doesn't matter what your location is. But if you put the UK, you can have the scanning feature for free. So in America, you have to pay for MyFitnessPal Premium to be able to use this feature that lets you scan the barcode of foods, and then it'll automatically take all the information, all the calories and all the macros, and pull it up for you. It also saves you so much time. MyFitnessPal does have a huge database of like every food item you can think of. So whenever you are preparing your food, or you're about to eat, or you've already eaten, you just go on the app and you'll click on your diary and you'll click add food, or you can click on breakfast, lunch, or dinner to specify, but you'll click add food, and then you can look up what you just ate. So let's say I had a gala apple. I would look up gala apple. It'll pull up a couple different options. It'll be like one medium gala apple, 70 calories, whatever. So then you click on that and you put that in, and then boom, it's that easy. And then it'll track all your food for the day and automatically total it all up for you. The macros do get a little difficult. If you go on the app and you scroll all the way down to, I think it says nutrients, you'll click there and it'll pull up all the macros for the day. And you know, that's the only downside, is that you can't see the macros of the specific meals you're having, but you can see the total for the day, so you know how much you're getting. But MyFitnessPal is really good. It'll also give you warnings. So let's say I eat some ramen and then I eat ramen again for lunch and then I eat it again for dinner. MyFitnessPal is going to give me a warning that's like, this has a lot of sodium in it. Maybe try eating something else, or you're over your carb limit for the day. We want to keep it here. So I love using MyFitnessPal. I think it's the easiest thing to use. Just try to get in the habit of tracking your calories. I think it's really important. And then MyFitnessPal also has this feature where at the end of the day, you can scroll down and click complete diary, and it'll show you how much you would weigh, theoretically, how much you would weigh in 5 days or in 5 weeks if you ate exactly what you ate that day for 5 weeks. So, I mean, it does get kind of wonky, and I don't completely trust it. I honestly don't even complete my diary most of the time because I think it's some BS. For men and women, the calories are going to be very different. Unfortunately, trust me, like as a woman, I have to eat a lot less than, let's say, what my brother has to eat. And even if we were the same weight, same everything, and we had the same goals, he's just simply going to get more calories in a day, and that's just how it is, because as women we have less muscle mass, which is obviously something like, that's why I weight train. What else about MyFitnessPal? Also, this is not sponsored, by the way. I really wish it was, but it is not. My second piece of advice is to weight train. I think weight training is so good for building muscle, and I think a lot of people underestimate what building muscle can actually do for you. So the main reason people start to gain weight and it's harder to lose weight as you get older is because you're losing muscle mass. But the more muscle mass you have, the more calories you're gonna burn in a day. Basically, if you're weightlifting and you have a lot of muscle mass, on the days that you do nothing, you are going to still expend a lot more calories than the average person would. I think that's fair to say. I think that's a fair statement to say, and I'll explain it. Muscle burns calories. The more muscle you have, the more energy you're using throughout the day, regardless of whether or not you're actually moving or working out or walking, regardless of your movement. Simply having more muscle mass and a lower body fat percentage is going to increase the amount of calories that you are allowed to eat in a day. So that's why I recommend to everyone that they start weight training, because building muscle is very important if you want to lose body fat. Obviously, you can lose body fat without doing that, but I feel like that is the best way to go. That is my advice. My third piece of advice is to get a Fitbit. Get a Fitbit or have an Apple Watch. I know they're kind of expensive, I know, but it is such a good investment. I think my Fitbit I got on sale for about $70. I got this thing back in 2019 and I'm still using it today. And it's so useful because when you are first starting out and you're first starting your calorie deficit and your exercise routine, you're new to everything, and so it's important to keep everything to an exact science almost. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Obviously, if that's not your style, if you prefer to just generally get an idea of how many calories you're spending and how many you're eating, that's fine. But if you're truly dedicated and you really want to see the results, I think the best way to do it is to literally track every single thing. So I wear my Fitbit 24/7. I'm actually going to show you how bad it is. Look, I have a tan line from wearing my Fitbit all the time. And I wear it all the time because I want to know exactly how many calories I'm expending in a day. And your Fitbit will do that for you. If you are going to wear it 24/7, there's a feature you have to turn on in MyFitnessPal. I forgot what it is, but you can Google it. It's really easy, and it's literally just a switch. I think Fitbits are super useful because they're tracking your heart rate 24/7, and your heart rate tells you how many calories you're using. That's how these things work. So, for example, today, my heart rate right now, sitting, by the way, is 99. which is a bit odd. So today I've burned 1,200 calories already. You can sync your Fitbit with MyFitnessPal so that they work together. So whenever you work out, your MyFitnessPal will show you the calories you burned, and it'll allow you that extra allowance in your daily calories. TDEEcalculator.net, MyFitnessPal, and a Fitbit or Apple Watch. I don't use an Apple Watch because it's really big and clunky, and I believed that the Fitbit was more accurate. I think they're about the same, so it doesn't matter. It's just whatever your preference is. So those are all my tips for beginners. As far as what to eat in a calorie deficit, it is entirely up to you. You can eat Twinkies and Pop-Tarts and cake and just like junk food. And as long as you are in a calorie deficit, as long as you're not going over the amount of calories you need in a day, you will still lose weight. However, if you eat whatever you want, you're most likely going to be hungry. Unfortunately, that is how a calorie deficit works. You are eating less calories than you need. So you are going to be hungry. That's just how it is. That's just how it works, unfortunately. But some ways to curb that hunger, some ways to suppress your appetite a little more, is to have high volume foods, low calories. What do I mean by that? High volume just means that you get a lot of it. Low calorie means it's not calorie dense. It's not empty calories. So cake, for example, we say has empty calories because it's not nutritious per se. It's mostly just a bunch of carbs. It's sugar. And that's perfectly fine, but if you want to feel satiated, you need to eat a lot of proteins. Proteins are going to help you feel full for longer, and they're also going to just keep you happy. What the fuck am I saying? I feel like I sound like a fucking idiot. High volume foods. These are usually going to be your vegetables and such. There's also always low calorie options that you can buy. Like there's low calorie bread, there's rice cakes, things like that. There's low calorie ice cream. Those things are good to include in your diet. High volume foods are going to be your vegetables. It's going to be salads. It's going to be, zucchini, broccoli, carrots. Any vegetable or fruit you can think of is usually high volume, low calories. You want to include a lot of those because they're going to literally take up space in your stomach, so that way you feel more full. I feel like I sound like an idiot, literally just sitting here like saying the same thing over and over again. Oh my fucking God. I'm done talking. Okay, I'm probably in a bad mood because I need to eat and I'm hungry. So let me show you what I got for breakfast. So we got 2 chocolate chip waffles and some Greek yogurt. Very delicious. We also have a huge salad, and in case you couldn't hear it, I'm cooking nuggets in the air fryer. And then also, I have like six blocks of cheese, just because I don't know, to be honest. I might put them away because this is quite, I feel like I'm being fat right now. Ta-da! Alright, so here's some rules of advice. A salad has 20 calories in it for all of this. And then I'm gonna put this vinaigrette on it. This vinaigrette has 30 calories. If it's something like that low in calories, you don't log it. Don't log it. It doesn't matter. It's so little that you don't need to be logging it. The same goes for Celsius or energy drinks, anything. Honestly, anything that's below 50 or 70 calories, don't bother logging it. It's not, you don't need to be tracking things that are that small. It's not going to make a huge difference in your it's not going to make a huge difference in your progress. Now, if I chug this whole bottle of vinaigrette, then maybe you need to track it, but as long as I don't know, basically go with your gut instinct. If you think it's small enough that you shouldn't track it, don't track it. If you want to track it, go for it, but just be aware that can lead to some disordered behaviors, so just be cautious. But yes, I'm going to eat this, and also I have this video up right here to show you guys how I logged everything, how I tracked it. It is super simple. Like I said, MyFitnessPal is a godsend. It's amazing. It's incredible. But I'm gonna eat because I'm hungry and angry.